speaking to Ryan Butler at a little gathering here at Ferry Carrick ahead of the big trip away. First of all, do you want to just talk to us a little bit about how the season went and how you look back on your first sort of full season in senior football?
Well, I'm very proud to play the first team, but obviously it didn't end the way we wanted to, but there's always next year to look forward to and build on things.
Absolutely, yeah. You've obviously had a lot going on outside of the senior football as well, breaking into and doing so well with the under-17 internationals. How are you sort of feeling looking ahead to the World Cup?
I'm very excited. We know what we can do. We can show everyone what Ireland's about on the big stage in the World Cup. Show that there is a future in Irish football coming through.
And what's the experience been like of going to those international camps and being part of an even bigger setup in a way?
Yeah, well, look, it's very different. Obviously, it's playing with Wexford, but it's new experiences and it's all you can ask for, really.
And sort of looking ahead to the next few years, how do you sort of feel about your future and where you're hoping to go in football?
It's very exciting. There's everything to look forward to. Obviously, still young. You have next season to look forward to and the big World Cup. Everyone's been waiting for it all year.
Speaking to Oisín McDonagh at the gathering here at Ferry Carrick before the big send-off for the Under-17 World Cup. Oisín, we obviously got to see a good glimpse of you last season at Wexford before your move to Venezia. How's your time in Italy been and how are things going at the moment?
Yeah, no, it's different over there. Obviously I was with Wexford last year and then I left last summer, and it's different football over there, it's different experiences, it's different life, so you have to adapt to that, and I have adapted to it now. I've been over there for 14, 15 months, so you get used to it and it's different football and, it's kind of better over there, it's more football on the ground and stuff like that, so it's a different experience over there,
And it's just, it's a club I think people had sort of started to hear about in the last few years. Tell us a bit about Venezia, the club. How much bigger is it, say, than a club like Wexford?
No, it's not. It's in kind of, I wouldn't say it's a lot bigger, but it's just the way football is in Ireland, and it's not seen of as big, and when you go across to Europe and the likes of Serie A and Premier League and all that are just classified as bigger leagues, but no, it's a good club, it's professional, you're full time training every day, you're training in the mornings, and so it's just more professional like that, but no, it's a good club, yeah, and it's a good place to be at,
And so you've obviously been part of this international camp as well over the last couple of years. How has the travel been, and how's it been being part of two really big setups then for your football?
Yeah, no, it's good. You're going in over to Italy to people that don't speak your language, and then you're coming back to play with the international team and people your friends, so it's stuff like that is nice, and no, it's a good experience. Every time you go play international football, it's enjoyable. You're playing for your country, so it's just an honour every time.
And again, because we haven't had a chance to interview you yet since your move. How has it been settling into Italy? Is it a place you'd see yourself settling long term, or how's your Italian? How everything's going living there?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. It takes a while to adapt to at the start, because of everything, the language. You're living with people, that you don't know, and you have to adapt to them things. But you get used to it over time, and yeah, of course, the longer you live there and the longer I stay there, you can call it home, but we'll see what happens in the future, and you never really know football,
Just one last thing, you'll be travelling away soon then for the World Cup. How does that feel? How exciting is it to go away to a massive tournament like that?
Yeah, no, it's special. When we've all been waiting for it now, we've had 2 or 3 friendly camps now, and we've just wanted it to come around, and we have a good group and we all get on well with each other, so we're just looking forward to it now, and seeing how far we can go and how well we can represent Ireland,
Well, we're speaking to John Godkin after a super day here at Ferry Carrick. A nice send-off for Oisín McDonagh and Ryan Butler. How do you look back on the year gone by for the Academy and your achievements this year?
I think from an Academy perspective, it's been brilliant. Great season. I think 15 debuts. The last time we actually chatted, it was 12 at that stage, but then it ended up being 15 towards the end of the season. I suppose this is evidence here today with Ryan coming straight from the 17s, bypassing the 20s into the first team. Had a great season. We just mentioned 20 appearances, and now he's going to the World Cup. Oisín last year done exactly the same, straight into the first team, played 20s football, I think at 15 years of age. Got his move to Venezia in Italy, and his career is also, you know, the trajectory's been all positive. So both lads deserve their opportunity to go to the World Cup and representing Wexford, which is massive.
Yeah, it's just something you touched on there. Obviously, you've been involved in Wexford football for longer than these lads have been alive anyway. You know, how is this achievement sort of rank in your career, sort of leading Wexford football the way you have?
I think when you look on it, the best way to describe it is I think we've only ever had one other player that's played for Ireland in a World Cup, one Wexford player, and that was Kevin Doyle, 22 years ago, I think, to the day. And Kevin went over there. He actually didn't start in the first couple of games and then came in and had a great end to the tournament. So if you think of all the Wexford players that have played in international level at all the age groups, the two guys are second and third ever to go to a World Cup. So if you just think of that alone, it's massive, Ronan. And to be fair, both of these kids now hopefully are going to the World Cup with an under-17 team. I think it's the first time Ireland have qualified for 17s as well. So it's a massive achievement for him. And I think we probably don't realise how big it is, and the families will be travelling to Qatar to watch him, and we'll be all watching closely here from home. And, you know, it's great, and I wish the two guys all the best as well from Wexford's perspective.
Absolutely. And look, just one last thing. Some people watching from home might not realise, but just in a football club like this, the work never stops. You're already obviously thinking ahead and planning for next year and putting things in place. How do you feel about the Wexford FC Academy at the moment and where it's heading?
I think it's been a very good year. We've had 5 players capped at different levels, and we've had 3 of our 14s up at the MPP, which is the National Programme for Development. We've had, as I said, I think 12 Wexford kids that have come through our academy get into the first team, and we just missed out on the playoffs near the end of it. And if you think about it, our budget this year is not near as big as it has been the last couple of years, and we just missed out on the playoffs. But what's more important is the players we have coming through will be much better, wiser, and more experienced going into next season. And I'm sure Stephen is working really hard at the moment to put together a side that'll challenge next year.